Hello there, I'm Big Alias, and I'm going to try to stay as high energy as possible, though that is not going to be easy. Man, I'm exhausted. You may have noticed that my Thursday videos aren't really as abundant as usual. I have a few in the back catalogue, but I'll be honest with you, everything's sort of catching up with me. I've been working my dick off for uni at the moment. I just went full American then. What happened to me? For uni at the moment, writing bloody thesis and presentations on the very fabric of what we believe and we don't believe, and appropriation films. That's just too much. But I do have time for games sometimes. And I do want to talk about this one, so I'm going to try to I'm going to try not to fall asleep at the mic, or at the wheel, so to speak. So gaming season has been so damn good to us, man. Gaming season has been so good. Obviously, like, I'm going to be saying that so many more times as well. Obviously, in a few weeks' time, I'm looking forward to a particular game that may or may not have cowboys and posses in it, riding horses and trains. I mean, there are many games with trains, but this one's got trains where you can ride the train, ride your horse onto the train, but not this one. This one is Forza Horizon 4, and I'll be honest with you, this one kind of slipped under my belt. I guess I kind of forgot about it. I haven't really been excited for a Forza game since, I think, like 3, which seems very bad, but this was on Game Pass, and it's part of this gaming season which we're all kind of hyped for, and it was receiving tremendous reviews, so I had to download it. And I gotta say, man, I'm really impressed. I'm really happy with this. Gaming season has been good to us again and thrown us yet another bone. It is a lot of fun. If you have Game Pass, then honestly, don't even think about it. Just go ahead and download it. If not, I guess you want to listen to my thoughts on the game. So, when you load it up, the first thing you are going to notice, obviously, is it's a very beautiful game. However, if you're from England, I guess one thing I hadn't really thought about with driving games in regards to, the Americans and stuff like that is that you must be tired, man. You must be tired of driving around on American roads. Because I've done a bit of driving myself, and I live in England, of course, and it's oddly familiar. Like, it's strangely familiar. One of the weirdest things is that you don't realize that when you drive in real life, driving on the left-hand side of the road it's not weird, it's intuitive, it's normal. However, when you're playing in a game, for some reason, I just naturally go for the right-hand side of the road in a game. I crashed so many times too. But yeah, it is, I don't know where it's set, but they've definitely captured the authenticity of the British countryside. And it does feel like, if you're wondering, if you're American and you're wondering what it's like to drive in Britain, then they really have done a good job. And they've done a very good job just in general in regards to making it feel as though you are, you're part of this world and you're driving in it, which does bring me to the big selling point of this game, other than the fact that it's gorgeous, and that's the seasons, which I'll be honest with you, you open up and you get to experience all of the seasons. The most beautiful one and my favourite one is winter. It just looks incredible, it's gorgeous. Right now I'm in autumn, and I did initially think, I don't know about this. It seems like a bit of a gimmick. I'm not really sure how it works. And then what you do is, for the first year, you just go through, you get what's called influence points. And once you get a certain amount of influence points, you get to the next season, and the next season gives you more events and stuff like that. And it just sort of progresses like that. It won't take long for you to get through the first year. It really won't take a long time for you to progress through the levels and get through the first year and experience all of the seasons. But when it was done, I kind of went, what do I do now? Now, I figured out the other day how seasons work, and I have completely changed my mind. It is awesome. It is a fantastic idea. So essentially, this is like a driving MMO sort of thing, which is a shame, but it actually kind of works in this game. I actually do like it. You can go to events and things like that. What happens is every few days, I think it's every week, I'm not entirely sure, the seasons change, which I think is fantastic. You go like, the other day I was in autumn and I was like, oh wait, it's 4 days away from winter, I can't wait for winter. And that feeling is great, and I'd never really felt it in a game before, and it does feel good. So over the course of a few days, it will constantly change. I think it's once a week. It will go summer, autumn, winter, spring, and that's great. It mixes up the gameplay every week, and I think that is actually a fantastic idea. The gameplay itself does feel great. The cars feel particularly good to drive. They do seem to, I saw one review which I totally agree with. They seem to have nailed the feeling of driving all of these different cars, and they have done that very well. You know, you're in a fast car like this and you just feel like you're zipping across the road, and there is a good sense of that, and it does help that the game is absolutely, you know, as I said, gorgeous. By the way, I do suck at the game. I just wanted to make that point real quick. But it isn't flawless, and there is one big issue that completely is like a big grey cloud looms over this incredible, beautiful game. There's one huge issue, and I'm not blaming, I think this is Turn 10, and Playground, I think, Playground Studios. I'm not blaming them because I don't think it's them. There is a thing, and if you played this game, you know what I'm talking about. Wheel spin. The wheel spin... I'm gonna get mad. Wheel spin completely undermines everything about this game. Now, I will say, when you first enter into the game, this is another slight criticism, is you will be slightly overwhelmed by it. There are a lot of nuances and a lot of things that I didn't get at first, and I did play Forza Horizon 2, and there were a lot of things I just didn't get. I was like, oh, I don't understand this, and I don't really get that. What wheel spin does, wheel spin is a random wheel that it's like a loot box system. It just spins and it gives you a random item. And it could be anything. You also get super wheel spins that give you 3 items. This car that I'm driving in, this Ascari supercar, I won this about half an hour into the game. So I just wiped everything. I cleared everything. I destroyed everything. And I didn't feel as though I got to progress to get an amazing car. About an hour or two later, I unlocked a fucking Lamborghini. And then after that, I unlocked a rally car that had an acceleration of 10. It was the fastest possible acceleration that you could get for a car, and I unlocked it about 2 or 3 hours into the game, and it totally undermines everything. You get your own character, as you can see there, and I like the fact that you get your gamer pick in the background, big aliens in the background, and you can unlock clothes and emotes and stuff like that, and obviously you can buy wheel spins. But this wheel spin system it's horrible. It really does undermine everything. Basically, the way that this game opens for you is just completely at random. You could be like me, here it is, the wheel spin. You could get... I had 1.5 million credits once I'd finished my first year. I could have bought anything with that. I immediately went and bought a Halo Warthog and did the Halo event, which was awesome. But other than that, it is an amazing game. You should totally check it out. I'm running out of time, and I will see you later.